WKAR presents QuizBusters. Production of QuizBusters is made possible in part by Consumers Energy, building Michigan's future by supporting excellence in education. Consumers Energy counts on us. And by viewers like you. Today, the Wildcats of Pittsford take on the Cardinals of Michigan Center. Now, here's the host of QuizBusters, Matt Ottinger.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody, and welcome. The Wildcats of Pittsford and the Cardinals of Michigan Center. You have not heard that. Dan Bayer has not said that before on QuizBusters. We have two new teams. We couldn't be more excited. We always like welcoming teams. I mentioned at the start of the season, 62 teams now, including these two new ones. Let's meet the teams that are playing today's game, starting with the Wildcats from Pittsford High School. They are Emily Bajorek, Andrea Eisinger, Mike Schaefer is the captain, and Samantha Smith on the end there. Their alternates are Heather Burleson and Dylan Hepker. Their advisor is Rob Olson. And their opponents, the Cardinals of Michigan Center. And they are Amanda Holliday, Jason Kraft, Nick Laws, the captain, and Ryan Schisler. Their alternates are Jennifer Kraft and David Halabowitz, and their advisor is Deborah Coons. The players know how we play the game, or if they don't, they're about to, because we're going to get right into it. Players, the best of luck to you. A reminder, you want to win your game, that automatically advances you into the tournament. You also want to run up as high a score as you can, because we'll seed you into that tournament based on your first round scores. So the higher your score, the better your seed will be. We start with the quick 10, our 10 toss-up questions. Hands on buzzers. Best of luck to all of you. The quick 10 begins with question 1. Births that occur after the 28th week of pregnancy, but before the 36th week of pregnancy, are said to be what? Ryan, Michigan Center.
Premature.
That's the word that I wanted, 10 points. Question 2, might need your pencils. What fraction is the cube root of 64 over 125? That's Samantha Pittsford.
What is 4 over 5?
4 over 5 is right. You don't have to phrase your answers in the form of a question. That's Alex's game. Question, that's just fine, though. We'll take it any way you want to give it to us. Samantha, question 3. What name is given to regions of the cerebrum in each hemisphere? We call them lobes. Question 4. In what American mountain range did Rip Van Winkle take his 20-year nap? Nick, Michigan Center.
Appalachian.
Not the Appalachians. No, I'll clear that. Anybody from Pittsburgh? Mike does.
Catskills.
The Catskills are where Rip Van Winkle slept for 20 years. That's right. Question 5. Aloisio Galvani conducted electrical experiments on what body tissue? Emily Pittsford.
The brain.
Not the brain. No, I'll clear that. Michigan Center. Anybody want to try? Ryan does.
Heart.
No. Galvanic responses, the muscles. The muscles, galvanic. Question 6. Name the document given to a law officer directing him to arrest an accused. That's Nick, Michigan Center.
An arrest warrant.
An arrest warrant. That's what I want for 10. Question 7. Popular with amateur musicians, the recorder is a type of which musical instrument? That's Emily Pittsford.
Wind.
Wind instrument. Wind. That's right for 10. Next. Question 8. What's the numerical limit of 1 divided by x as x increases without bound? Mike Pittsford.
0.
0 is right. Question 9. In the novel 1984, Winston Smith was especially afraid of what kind of mammals? Mike Pittsford.
Pigs.
Not pigs. No. Michigan Center. Anybody? Ryan.
Dogs.
Rats. Rats was the right answer. Question 10. A person born on the cusp between Scorpio and Sagittarius has a birthday in what month? Ryan, Michigan Center.
November.
November is right. 10 points, and that's our 10. Players, nicely done. 7 out of 10, about average for our first round games. Very well done. Some tough questions there. Now, a correct answer will lead you to a bonus category where the points can really add up. To get that, you've got to get control by answering this toss-up question. Good luck. It can be one of several classical styles of structure, the number of rows or columns in a matrix, a community of monks following a specific rule, or the arrangement that is Nick, Michigan Center?
Order.
Order is the right word. Well done. I love questions like that. They get easier as they get closer. Who's going to get it first? Nick did for Michigan Center. You've got control now, Nick. I'll take answers from you, and you've talked to your teammates about these famous first lines. A literature question. I'll quote them, and you give the title of the work of literature. First, in a certain corner of La Mancha, there lately lived one of these country gentlemen who adorn their halls with a rusty lance and worm-eaten target, and ride forth on the skeleton of a horse to course with a sort of starved greyhound.
Don Quixote.
Don Quixote of La Mancha, that's right. Next. It is 348 years, 6 months and 19 days ago today that the citizens of Paris were awakened by the pealing of all the bells in the triple precincts of the city, the university, and the town. And I need your answer.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
That's the right answer. Good job, 10 points. Paris and bells, you got it figured out. Final one for 20 now, the third one. We are at rest 5 miles behind the front. And I need your answer.
No answer.
And it's all quiet on the Western Front. 20 points on your bonus gives you 60. Pencils again, players. I'm going to give you 4 cities along the Mississippi River. I want you to arrange the following cities on the Mississippi River in correct order from north to south. North to south. The cities: St. Louis, Memphis, Vicksburg, Dubuque. Nobody wanted to try. Dubuque's the furthest north, then down to St. Louis, Memphis, Tennessee. Vicksburg is the last one. No points there. Let's play a pop quiz. One-on-one action, players. You'll each answer 3 questions against a single opponent. You know what they start with. In the first half, they'll all start with S-P-E. All your correct answers start with the 3-letter combination S-P-E. Emily from Pittsford will get us started, and Amanda from Michigan Center. It'll be your turn. Here are your 3 questions. An onlooker at a sporting event. Emily.
Spectator.
Spectator is right. Next. The more common word for orthography. The manner in which letters in a certain order represent... Amanda.
Spelling.
Say it for me.
Spelling.
Spelling is right. Wait for me to call on you. We'll get the rhythm going here. Spelling is right, in which letters in a certain order represent writing. Final question for Emily and Amanda. A visible, disembodied spirit or ghost. Emily.
Specter.
Specter is the right answer. Andrea now from Pittsford and Jason from Michigan Center. The family of toothed whales, best known for their enormous... That is Andrea.
Sperm whales.
Sperm whales, best known for their enormous squared heads. Next. The 16th century English poet, best known for the Fairy Queen. Tough one there. Edmund Spenser is his name. Final question. In the U.S. government, the officer who presides over the House of Representatives. Jason.
Speaker of the House.
The Speaker of the House. That's exactly right. Our captains now, Mike from Pittsford and Nick from Michigan Center. The 2-word name of the international program of fitness and athletic competition. Nick.
Special Olympics.
Special Olympics for physically and mentally challenged children and adults. Right. Next. The veteran television producer responsible for such shows as Charlie's Angels. Nick.
Aaron Spelling.
Aaron Spelling. Charlie's Angels, Beverly Hills 90210, and Charmed. Final question. A biological grouping of animals closely... That's Mike.
Species.
Species is right. Closely related in structure, capable of breeding within the group. Samantha now from Pittsford and Ryan from Michigan Center. The band of colors into which a beam... That is Samantha first.
Spectrum.
Spectrum is right. A beam of light is decomposed by a prism. Second question. To pay out money for purchases. It's funny, sometimes the simplest words will trip you up. To spend money. You spend money to buy things. Final question for Samantha and Ryan. A thrusting, hurling, or stabbing weapon consisting of a long... That's Samantha.
Spear.
A spear. That's right for 10. Look where we are. Nicely done, everybody. $100 for Pittsford, $100 for Michigan Center. A nice game underway. We're fighting now for control of the... There it is, the audio category. I couldn't find it there. The audio category up for grabs now for the first of you that answers one correctly. Here we go, new toss-up. You cannot order bald eagle in any U.S. restaurant. Since 1993, Mike Pittsford.
Endangered species.
No, I'm sorry, that's not what we're looking for. Michigan Center, I'll finish it for you. You cannot confer on a toss-up question. Since 1993, however, you can order this symbol of Australia in restaurants. Nick.
Ostrich.
Not ostrich. No, we had a lot more to read. Name this animal on the Australia coats of arms, and on the plane of Qantas Airlines, kangaroo was the answer that we needed. No points there. We'll go to a next one. Pencils, players. An exterior angle of, I'll start over. An exterior angle at the base of an isosceles triangle has a measure of 140 degrees. Find the number of degrees in the vertex angle of the triangle. That's Ryan, Michigan Center.
40 degrees.
I'm sorry, that's a wrong answer. No, Pittsford, you've had some more time. Samantha.
100.
100 degrees is the right answer. 10 points. Might have tripped you up, Ryan, with the exterior part that sort of threw things off a little bit on that question. Pittsford, you now have control of the audio category. You'll listen to the audio first, then we'll ask you the bonus questions about it. Here's your audio question for today.
Where volley thundered loudest peal along the front of war, the general calmly viewed the field, a smoking his cigar.
Okay, we don't expect you to recognize the music, but here's the first question. The last line there, the general calmly viewed the field, a smoking his cigar. This 1868 campaign song sought to extol the virtues of a candidate who was a virtual shoo-in for the presidency. Name him. Grant's right, 10 points. Next. In 1872, Grant's Democratic challenger died less than a month after Grant's re-election by a large margin. Name this newspaper editor who is better known for popularizing the phrase, "Go west, young man." And I need your answer.
Stuart Smalley.
No, I'm sorry. Horace Greeley was the right answer. Horace Greeley associated with the phrase. Didn't invent it, though. Go west, young man. 10 points on the first one. New toss-up for everybody. Pittsford with a 20-point lead. What month completes the line from a Thomas Hood poem, "No fruit, no flowers, no leaves, no birds"? Amanda, Michigan Center.
December.
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. Pittsford, any ideas? Mike?
January.
No leaves, no birds, no fruit, November. November is the right answer. That's the way the poem went. New toss-up, players. In ancient Rome, the expression was, "the plow draws oxen." What is the more contemporary expression for doing things in the wrong order? That's Emily, Pittsford.
Putting your cart before your horse.
You almost got it wrong there, but you covered in time. That's right. Cart before the horse. Well done. Pittsford back in control. Your bonus category is vocabulary. First question. Which of the following terms, these are all multiple choice, by the way, which of the following terms does not mean to gather together? Does not mean to gather together. Rend, garner, compile, muster, or glean? A little early there. You got some time.
Muster.
No, not muster. Muster does mean to bring people together. Rend means to take things apart, though. No points on that one. You will stay at 130 points, and we've come to halftime in our game. And a good game it is, too. Pittsford with a 30-point lead right now over Michigan Center. We'll play the second half in just a moment, but right now we have an opportunity to meet our players individually. And as I said at the start of the show, these are two schools that have not played with us before, so we're meeting all of these players, and their school for that matter, for the very first time. Let's start with the Wildcats, and I had to look at it. The Wildcats of Pittsford, and Emily, welcome.
My name's Emily Bajorek. I'm a senior from Pittsford High School, and I hope to attend Hillsdale College in the fall and major in English.
Okay, Emily, thank you for being with us. And your teammates now, starting with Andrea.
I'm Andrea Eisinger I'm a senior at Pittsford High School, and I hope to travel the world someday.
Oh, what a great ambition, Andrea. Thank you for being here. Your captain, Mike, welcome.
My name is Michael Schaefer. I'm from Pittsford High School. I'm a cross-country runner, a photographer, and I'm planning on going to Michigan Tech for electrical engineering.
Way up north, Mike. Thank you. Good luck there. And finally, Samantha.
Hi, I'm Samantha Smith from Pittsford High School. I'm currently a senior, and if I wasn't here, I'd be playing a basketball game right now.
Okay, very good, Samantha. Thank you, and thank you for choosing us, the Wildcats of Pittsford. taping on a Tuesday evening when high school girls basketball typically would play. Pittsford, by the way, for those of you not familiar, very south of our studios here in East Lansing, as is Michigan Center for that matter. Amanda, let's start you off with the Cardinals. Welcome.
My name is Amanda Halliday, and I'm enjoying my senior year at Michigan Center, and I'm in band and choir. I really enjoy music, and I'm the student council president.
Oh, congratulations, Amanda. Thank you for being here. Jason, welcome.
My name's Jason Kraft, and I'm a junior at Michigan Center High School, and I hope to someday go to Michigan State.
And we would love to have you here, Jason. Thank you very much. Your captain is Nick.
My name's Nick Laws. I'm a junior at Michigan Center High School. I'd like to be a doctor someday, and I'd also like to say hello to the world's best teacher, Kermie.
All right, and okay, very good, Nick. And finally, Ryan.
I'm a junior at Michigan Center, and I plan on winning this tournament and going to MSU.
Well, there you go. There's ambition for you. Let's have a hand for Michigan Center, the Cardinals. We don't talk about it much in the early stages of our tournament, but of course the prize at the end of our season is a scholarship to Michigan State University. Players, we play the second half same as the first with a pop quiz halfway through. We will end the game with a 60-second lightning round. If the scores stay this close, the lightning round will determine which of our teams will automatically advance in the tournament. We are now playing, though, for control of the video bonus, the new feature this season, and it is a multiple choice toss-up question. So for all of you, good luck, and we start the second half with this. Which of the following did not originate in China? Paper, gunpowder, wheel, crossbow, or abacus? Andrea, Pittsford.
The crossbow.
No, I'm sorry, that's a wrong answer. Michigan Center, paper, gunpowder, wheel, abacus. Amanda.
Wheel.
The wheel is right. 10 points. I was about to hazard a guess about the wheel, but I don't want to be wrong, so let's move on. Michigan Center, you've got control of the visual bonus. You know how it works. You'll see the picture, then we'll ask you some questions. So let's take a look at the picture today, and you're going to love the first question. Identify this national monument.
Mount Rushmore.
Well, there you go. The easiest 10 points you've earned tonight. Second question. Where specifically is it located?
Black Hills, South Dakota.
Black Hills of South Dakota is near the city of Rapid City, which we would have taken. That's good for 10 points. And now, without seeing the picture again, identify the 4 presidents represented on Mount Rushmore.
Lincoln, Washington, Roosevelt, and Jefferson.
More specific on the Roosevelt.
Teddy.
That's the one. 20 points. You got it. I got to ask when you just say Roosevelt, but you got the right one. You got the lead now, too, at 150. Pittsford at 130. 10-point toss-up for control. Tell me what Shakespeare play the following line is taken from. Oh, True Apothecary by Emily, Pittsford.
Romeo and Juliet.
Right. 10 points. Oh, True Apothecary, thy drugs are quick. Pittsford, Mike, you'll give me answers. Food, your bonus category. First one. Poblamos, P-O-B-L-A-M-O. Poblamos, anchos, serranos, and jalapenos are all varieties of what?
Peppers.
Peppers, chilies or peppers. Right, next. Which food term means to mash or pulp into a thick paste?
Whip.
Not whip. No, to mash or pulp puree. Tough one. P-U-R-E-E. 10 points on your bonus, and look again, we're tied. Back and forth we go, and now 120 points at stake in our second pop quiz. This time around, players, your letter combination will be F-R-O. All your answers begin with F-R-O. We start with Emily from Pittsford and Amanda from Michigan Center. A mixture of fine sugar and egg whites used to ice a cake. Emily.
Frosting.
Frosting, of course, when you hear the rest of that. Next, a woman's light dress for informal, Emily?
Frock.
A frock for informal occasions. And finally, any wild or unexplored territory. Like, Emily?
Frontier.
Frontier is right. Nicely done, Emily. 3 in a row, like the Old West at one time. Andrea now from Pittsford and Jason from Michigan Center. A small, cold-blooded, tailless, leaping, that is Andrea.
Frog.
Frog is right. Leaping animal living in both land and water. Next, the foreword title of the second motion picture to star Sean Connery as James Bond. I bet you'll recognize it. From Russia with Love is the FRO, From Russia with Love. Final question for Andrea and Jason. The American author of The Road Not Taken, Jason.
Frost.
Robert Frost, and Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. The captains now, Mike from Pittsford and Nick from Michigan Center. The fictional character who had a corncob pipe, that's Mike.
Frodo.
I'm sorry, that's a wrong answer. Nick, I'll finish. Nick doesn't need any more.
Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty the Snowman, a corncob pipe, a button nose, and 2 eyes made out of coal. Second question for our captains. To scamper and jump about, Mike.
Frolic.
To frolic, playfully or in high spirits. Got that 10 points back. Mike, nicely done. Final question. To wrinkle the brow in displeasure, Mike.
Frown.
To frown, good for 10. And now we end with the Samantha from Pittsford and Ryan from Michigan Center. The 5-letter informal term for a student in his or her first year of study at a college, Samantha.
Frosh.
Frosh, as in freshman. Frosh, F-R-O-S-H. Next. The first name of the Hobbit hero of Ryan.
Frodo.
That's when we needed Frodo. It did come up. Frodo Baggins in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Final question. In meteorology, the line that... Ryan.
Front.
Nice anticipation. That's right. Front is the answer, and that's our pop quiz. The line that forms the boundary between two air masses. Okay, players, let's get to it. A 30-point lead for Pittsford. Next time we hear the fanfare, it's the lightning round. Right now, a new toss-up for everybody. I need 3 answers here. Which 3 men served as President of the United States between the terms of the first father and son presidents? Needed to get Jefferson, Madison, and Monroe between the 2 Adamses. New toss-up players. It corresponds to the ancient lands of Edom, Gilead, and Moab. Name this nation forming Israel's longest border. That is Mike Pittsford.
Palestine.
Palestine is not right. No. Michigan Center. Any ideas? Amanda.
Egypt.
Jordan. Jordan is the right answer. New toss-up players. Although he put America first, Franklin Roosevelt initially thwarted this man's attempt to serve his country in World War II because, as FDR privately... Emily Pittsford.
Patton.
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. Michigan Center, remember, you cannot confer on a toss-up. President Roosevelt initially thwarted this man's attempt to serve his country in World War II because, as FDR privately put it, I am absolutely convinced he is a Nazi. Ultimately, he got to fly 50 combat missions. Who was this, at the time, most famous pilot on Earth? Nick, Michigan Center.
Lindbergh.
Lindbergh is right, 10 points. Ancient history or bonus category, you could take the lead. First question. The first was waged by Rome to prevent Carthaginian supremacy in Sicily. The second involved Carthaginian advances in Spain. The third ended in the complete destruction of Carthage. Name this series of wars. I need your answer.
Punic.
Punic is right. Very close on that time. Watch out. Second question. They were the chief building materials throughout the ancient Near East. A foremost example of their use was in the Ishtar Gate in Babylon. They were made of clay and molded into blocks. Usually they were sun-dried. Name them.
Adobe.
Not adobe. It was simpler than that. Simply bricks. That's all we needed. The answer was bricks. 10 points on your bonus takes you to 210. And look what our newcomers are giving us, an exciting final 60 seconds for the lightning round. Looking forward to this. Players, take a couple of deep breaths while I remind people at home. In the lightning round, the players are playing, of course, for control of nothing but toss-up questions. 10 points every time they're right, but in the lightning round, remember, very important, I will take those 10 points away from you if you are wrong. We don't repeat the question. We move on to the next one and try to get as many as we can in 60 seconds. This should be fun. Pittsford at 2:20, Michigan Center at 2:10. 60 seconds on the clock. The lightning round begins now. What expensive car is named after the largest cat in South America? Brian. Time. What French word describing an outline of biographical data and work experience? Nick.
Resume.
Right. Name the painter whose best-known work is called American Gothic. Time. What was the occupation of Sarah Bernhardt? Time. What four-letter word refers to a male deer? Samantha.
Buck.
Right. What is the capital of New Mexico? Nick.
Santa Fe.
Right. Casablanca and Fez are in what North African nation? Jason.
Morocco.
Right. Triskaidekaphobia is an unnatural fear of what? Nick.
13.
Right. What college football team was originally inspired with the phrase, win one for the Gipper? Nick.
Notre Dame.
Right. What is the Roman numeral for 500? Samantha.
D.
Right. In what country is the ruler's official residence called the Élysée Palace? Mike.
Egypt.
Wrong. Time is up. That goes down 10. Michigan Center, you're our winners. Good try. Mike knew this game well. He knew he had to buzz in at that point and take a stab. He didn't get the right one. Élysée is in Champs-Élysées, France. France, the right answer for the ruler's official residence. Going back to the top, because we missed a few early on. Cat, South America, Jaguar. And that's the expensive car, too. Grant Wood, American Gothic, is the one with the farm couple and the guy holding the pitchfork. Grant Wood drew that, or painted that, excuse me. And Sarah Bernhardt was an early actress. Actress was the occupation there. Wow, what a good game. Thank you both for coming down here and giving that to us. Pittsford, I see some smiles, and that's encouraging to see. Even though I know you're disappointed that you lost, it looks like you had a good time here, and we were really glad to have you. Let's have a hand for our team from Pittsford, the Wildcats. And the good news is, now that you're here, we'll see you every year. We're looking forward to having you back for many more, at least those of you who aren't seniors, of course, looking forward to many more exciting years of play from your school. And Michigan Center, congratulations. You advance in the tournament. Come the second half of the season, we'll have you back here and against an opponent. We'll put you in based on that seed, and we'll see how you fare. Good luck to you. The Cardinals of Michigan Center. And thank you for watching this most exciting game of QuizBusters. Next time on QuizBusters, back to Green Division action, our larger schools. Jackson plays against Kearsley. Please join us for that contest, and for all of us here on QuizBusters, I'm Matt Ottinger. Enjoy.
Production of QuizBusters is made possible in part by Consumers Energy, building Michigan's future by supporting excellence in education. Consumers Energy, count on us. And by viewers like you. Book Scholarship Awards for QuizBusters are provided by SBS, the student bookstore, located at 421 East Grand River Avenue in East Lansing. For more information about QuizBusters or any of WKAR's locally produced series or specials, visit our website at WKAR.org.